I think she reminded me. Does that mean tomorrow?
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
So guys, take a look at this. We got one firm that's profitable, one firm that isn't profitable. What's going on? What's the difference?
One ATC
one's operating under a profit, one's operating for loss.
I know, but what's causing it?
The average total cost is way too high.
The average total cost is way too high.
Way
And
What could cause the average total cost? Think about it. Let's pretend
on a demand is
we're all working for Zeph's dad now. We're on the payroll because we're consultants.
wait, are you
First thing I do is tell him to get rid of his son. He's way too much.
Oh my God.
Cost too much money.
I would.
He pays him too much per hour.
750 is way too much these days.
He pays you $750.
got a defense?
You gotta drop that down.
Oh, this is this.
94% to start.
I think free labor is the way to go.
Free labor. That's what's called. That's why you have big families. Yeah, big families give you free labor. Right?
There's be a lot of free labor.
Guys, in all sincerity, most small businesses, when they start out, who works in the store?
The owner.
The owner. And then when the owner is 20 out of 24 hours, what does that owner typically do?
Hire someone.
Bring in one of the
kids.
right? Why do you bring in one of the kids?
Yeah,
They're free and
Free labor!
also they're easy to motivate.
What's the point of having kids?
Right?
The
The reason you have kids is free labor.
retirement plan also.
Now guys, what I want you to do is really, sincerely, because some of you will eventually, open a small little shop or do something. And often the difference between being here and here is what? Free labor. But at some point, does the kid want to keep working for mom or dad?
Heck no.
So every once in a while, mom or dad throws you a $20 bill and says, here, thanks a lot for helping out, right? And that goes over the first few times. But then what happens?
The kid wants more.
It's like, okay, this is
trying to get
okay.
$30.
Really? I need more than this, okay?
I can't see how GameStop could get free-ish labor
Actually,
in the other stores.
I was talking with my sister last night, and that's what we were talking about. We were talking about the number of times that we spent working for free.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Right?
racked up a lot of
Right,
hours.
Zeph?
I racked up a lot of hours.
A lot of hours, right? And it was funny because I had this open at home right at that moment. And I said, oh yeah, Zeph will appreciate this one. Okay? Because when Zeph's working for free, Daddy's making what?
That profit.
Profit. Okay?
That profit.
Now suddenly when Zeph's going to go off to college and Daddy has to go hire someone, what's going to happen? Potentially.
The profit goes down, or the average total cost goes up.
Okay? Okay. Now, that's one thing. What else could cause the ATC to go up? Zeph, what happens whenever there's suddenly a cough? When there's suddenly a cough, let's see, what could happen right now?
Coffee shortage.
Yeah, due to tornadoes, hurricanes.
Hurricanes and turns out tornadoes.
Yeah. What's going to happen to the price of coffee?
Goes up.
Does that affect your profitability very much?
Yeah, but most people sign contracts so that their prices don't change for a year at a time.
For about a year or so.
Yeah. So we're kind of safe. That's what protects us from that. So just like the weather is a big deal down here.
So it's a big deal, right? Okay. So we're all good.
If you had a lot of skin.
Now the other thing that of course happens, this is in the short run. And if you're making a lot of profit, over here, inevitably someone says, "Oh wow, man, I can do that racket. I can do that. I can do that." and suddenly down the street you have someone doing the same thing you're doing, right?
You get two unprofitable firms.
What?
And you get two unprofitable firms.
Or you have two companies that
Compete.
they want to be profitable too. But unfortunately, then this happens. What happens when people move into your territory?
Your demand goes down.
Your demand shifts which way? Left. And if your demand shifts left, what happens to your marginal revenue?
It should.
Left. Okay? And then what does that do?
Decreases your quantity.
Decreases quantity. But let's look what else happens.
That will also reduce the marginal revenue, or make it good left.
What's that going to do? What's that going to do to your price
Oh, Jack up.
when it moves left?
It's going to go down.
The price is going to go down, right? Okay. Now, after a while, have you ever had this happen, Zach? Did someone ever move in on your territory and then after about a year or two, they couldn't make it, and what happens?
I mean, your profit goes down because there's like a competitor right there.
Right, but then have you ever had one of your competitors who just couldn't make it?
Yeah.
And then they left?
Yep.
And when they leave, this happens. It moves back right. It moves back right. So then suddenly, what happens? You're making more profit again.
How do we know that
That's what you got to do.
Crazy Milk just isn't one of those businesses to Starbucks?
What do you mean?
I think it is.
Like one of those that come and go, you know, the ones that like shift that to the left temporarily and then they're gone.
And then they're gone?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about that. Because whether, I'm guessing they've already done that. But I don't know because I haven't talked with them. Let me ask you, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever had a place in a location that after a while you closed it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. Okay. And that's what's going to happen. Now,
They're
guys,
doing $100 a day in the location.
guys, watch what's going to happen here. This goes back and forth and back and forth because we're talking long term, long run, long run. People move into the malls, move out. Another company comes in, everything shifts to the left, then someone goes out inevitably. And it comes back this way, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth.
Does it never reach equilibrium?
And then you hit this magical point. And this is called the long run zero profit equilibrium. Okay?
Ouch.
Notice what's going on. Oh, let me get all my pens. Here it is. Marginal revenue and marginal cost are right there, right? That's where we want to be. That's the most efficient. And here's where we're going to charge, right? We're going to charge where? On the demand curve, right? But notice what's going on at that same point here. What else is happening at this point?
Total cost.
Total cost. So do we have any profit?
No.
Do we have any loss?
No.
You have economic.
We have zero profit.
Wait, do these, when they're at that point, does that include like normal?
But you have no
Profit or whatever.
Still.
Yeah, you have
So
no
then,
profit.
so you're technically still making money at that
You're
point.
still-
It's accounted for within that.
It's accounted for, but you're just at normal.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not getting richer. You're not getting poorer.
You're staying the same.
You're working very hard to stand still.
Is that how nonprofits work?
No.
No.
No. Okay? Is anyone going to want to stay in this position for long?
No.
Yes, you do if you want to grow your business or pay no income tax for the company.
So,
I mean,
Oh, you're paying tax here. You're paying income tax. You're paying
That's in
tax.
your average total cost.
That's what that's for the average.
Taxes after burning.
really? Not paying in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less
It's
income
not
tax
based
would
on
be-
how much
lose when you
based
invest.
on your earnings.
Then everything comes right out.
So wait a minute.
Unless you can't grow, you don't have
So watch what's going to happen here. Big Starbucks. Big crazy mocha.
They start
This is one store. He has another store in the same position. He has another store in the same position.
Close one up.
He has another store in the same position. How's he going to get his profit?
You know, raise the
he's
price.
going to close some of them.
Close one of them if they're all in the same
Yeah.
like.
So I did Chipotle.
But he's
It
paying
was a
for
good
himself.
idea.
Everything's paid.
I'm serious.
But if you close one of them,
What are they going to do?
Lower the price.
They're going to lower the price.
What? They're already so lower.
If they lower the price, what's going to happen?
They're gonna lose money.
They're gonna sell
They're going to lose money.
Yeah.
They're gonna lower the cost.
Yeah, you gotta close.
Raise it.
What do you think they're going to do?
Raise the price.
They're going to they raise the price,
Don't change the
so no one's going to come.
Yeah, you small shops.
So what's what if you?
Eliminate the competition.
So what's one of the things you want to try to do?
Lower your fixed costs.
You want to try lowering this ATC. How do you try to do that?
Increase efficiency.
If you are a high-tech company, what do you try to do?
Outsource. And
Outsource, R&D, what else?
Cut money on soil.
How about add more robotics?
eliminate people.
How
We don't
about
need them.
getting rid of those 20,000 people that are sitting in California with their lattes, surfing the internet, not being really productive?
Get rid of them.
Get rid of the suckers.
Say California, I'm like,
No loitering.
always saying special, sir.
Now when you do that, what's going to happen to this ATC?
It's going to shift down.
But doesn't matter. If you get rid of the people who are in your shop, just sitting there, isn't that going to drop the demand because
You got what's going to happen here. Now guys, I need you to really understand one thing. Since you can't raise the price up, because you raise the price up, there's no demand there. No, hey, we love you, but I'm not paying you $5.50 for a cup of drip coffee.
Yeah, why do people call it drip coffee?
Because I'm old and that's what they used to
Because
call it.
it's not.
It's not one of those
forced through the
latte-
coffee.
Yeah, it's not pour over.
Well, I know what
It's
drip
like
coffee is. I make drip coffee.
Okay.
I don't know why people call it drip coffee.
Does
Kills
it
me.
drip through?
Kills me. It just drips through.
the filter?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
all it is. I think it's a logical
What
name.
What do you
It's
call
hire
it?
funny people.
What do you call it?
I mean, I just call it coffee. You know, brew some coffee.
Okay, well, like, what
It's
about like
called-
Clearly that's
stovetop
the
coffee where it
crazy
goes
monkey.
through upwards? That doesn't do
Because
it.
we don't make that. That's stupid.
That's
It
That
takes
stuff's
forever.
so. It does take forever.
Can't make pour overs.
Now guys,
I can
remember,
make a pour over.
listen
I
to
can't
me.
make pour over.
Listen, because you got to get these big ideas here.
I got pour over.
I
machine.
can't raise the price. Could the poor sucker who was growing corn out in Kansas, despite the fact that he was working 20-hour days, had lousy weather, did everything right, harvest his corn. He thought his corn was really great. He took it to the freight elevator where you take all the corn to sell it. Could he say, listen, bud, my corn is really good corn. I took care of it. I talked to it.
They'd probably laugh at him.
Are they going to give him extra money?
No.
No.
Nope. It's too
Because-
bad, corn man. They don't care.
Perfect competition. Can you influence price?
No. Your
No.
product is the same. It's similar.
It's the same. What's going on here?
The same thing.
Same thing. So with time, long run, what happens to virtually every monopolistic competition?
Broken up.
They become pretty much similar to what? Perfect competition. The way they make their money is what? What's Zeph doing out in New Jersey?
Who knows?
Expanding or opening another store.
Oh, opening another store.
market.
Why do you want to open another store?
To expand to a new market.
Because there isn't going to be what?
There's
Competition.
Any
no
competition
There's only one
for
Starbucks
a
and one
period
Dunkin'
of
Donuts
what?
in town.
Time.
Time. Eventually, that new store is going to be in what?
Look, Starbucks already there.
It's going to be the same situation. So when you open a monopolistic store or business, initially you can make profit, okay? But with time, as competitors move in and out of your market sector, eventually you're going to reach this point called equilibrium, where you're just going to be making zero profit equilibrium. You are making a profit because all of your ATC is being covered. You're not losing money, but you're not making that big money that you first made or want to make. Okay? That's why. How many Starbucks are there?
About 10,000.
One or two.
A lot.
And they keep on what?
Expanding.
They keep on expanding. And they will keep it on expanding. Okay? And at some point when they can't make any more money off of coffee and teas and
They'll
everything
just do something
else,
else.
eventually they're going to have to do what to their product line?
Innovate.
They're going to have to expand that.
Diversify.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Okay?
They should offer upstreet coffee, downstreet coffee. They come into the heavy arms industry.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I mean, Glock. The entire
Okay, guys, let's go back a little. Let's kind of review something.
They don't need to.
Why don't milk companies advertise? What did we say?
Because you can't distinguish their products from each other.
No.
I mean, they do something.
Because it's perfect what?
Competition.
Perfect competition. Are they going to get any more money for their milk?
If
You
they,
got like organic versus regular milk.
And that is a whole different thing because it's not apples. It's not the same product. The
that's not the same
2% milk is 2% milk. It's not 2% soy milk. 2% soy milk would be probably a certain cost. Okay? Actually, that would be monopolistic competition.
Right.
Because what's going to happen there? Where are you going to get that? Are you going to get that type of milk in your general drop-of-the-mill supermarket?
I mean, you get a lot of places now.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah. You got to get the organic.
Yeah, it's always more expensive. a lot of
Even that,
places.
I think
Unless you're like in the south.
unless you're south.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only on this food desert.
I thought this was kind of cute. No discussion of product differentiation is complete without spending at least a bit of time on the two related issues: advertising and brand names. In case you can't read it, it says, "What flavor does Oprah recommend?" It's a whole tour bus coming in. Okay? Who else has the ability to just, whatever they use, everyone wants it?
Obama.
Kanye's.
Kanye? Kanye shirt?
It's Yeezy.
I mean, whatever book Oprah's reading, it sells
El
out.
Chapo shirt. Chicks arrested. Everyone wants that now.
I would love that.
Like, oh yeah, like $4,000.
oh, the interesting American movie endorsements.
Yeah. It's just not ad book. After following food from. I'm reading this book.
You can tell this is a bit dated.
Yeah.
The
Tiger Woods brand isn't so great
I was going to say, I hope they didn't pay too much money for that endorsement.
I haven't watched some
Well,
of
they
it.
can get it pretty cheap right now.
I think it's still got a little bit.
Look, he's got the Nike hat on too. And the Nike
And a
shirt.
Nike
Yeah,
shirt.
certainly.
That cross
And a Nike
promotion.
You have to find the right product, but what was that?
Something about, do you
What's their
know the
budget?
signs of aging? If you find, this is good to know, if you see any cans like this, except for cinnamon, no, even cinnamon, the only one is pepper, you know that can is 15 years or older.
It'd be hard to have
So
spices
if you go into grandma's house and
I literally.
Oh, that's actually true. When we cleaned out my grandma's house,
What if you go into
I
the
probably had,
green
I
house
probably
and
had
have a
the
bunch
same
of
guns.
What is this?
I have to say, I'm probably one of those people somewhere, I'm sure. You know, you buy some can of spice that you use once, and it just
I
stays
see.
there in the
They
back
just-
of the shelf.
Did they go bad?
One you do.
not really.
This one you do.
But also, you probably shouldn't be using
There you go.
vegetables.
No, you shouldn't. But also,
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely
Wait, what was that
have.
like Greek statue using a Samsung TV with an onion?
Soap opera.
Spider-Man, the Hulk,
Looks
Iron
like
Man.
Somebody cut that onion. She gonna start crying.
I don't know. What do you think?
I say 200.
What do you think they're advertising theirs? I know, but what's the onion?
Apple will make you cry. Go to Samsung.
Questions and associated with Samsung. I don't know.
What is that?
Because if somebody cuts your Samsung
IBM.
Hey guys, now, I'm one of these people. I really do.
Oh, those were
I just
sheets.
always love this. Periodically, I don't know whether they still do it.
Screw
But
this.
I used to get these things in the mail, and it would be something like this. Now listen, I know where the on button is and off button, and anything past that is bonus. Do they really think anyone reads this?
Yes.
People do, but I don't think a lot of.
You think?
A lot of people on Detroit would read that.
I mean, I say,
Then tell me why. Then tell me why. Apple. Listen, when computers first came out, they were all black. Why did Apple decide to make it white?
To make it unique.
Get a branding.
makes it look cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Does that have anything to do with any of these specs?
No.
No.
Oh, what was that about?
To look cool and different.
That looked cool and different,
They
right?
also have like.
And then after that came out, what did they try to do? It bombed.
The color one?
Yeah, they came out with all those
Weird looking.
weird-looking color ones. And
I don't remember that
besides
one.
teenage girls, okay, did anyone else buy any?
My dad had it.
I
Still
just.
have it. I don't use it.
I mean, today, Apple's flashy headlines isn't getting them more than 15% market
Good
share.
technology back in the
So,
day.
so maybe the specs are important.
Worldwide.
Laptop sales are very competitive.
We have more market share.
Wouldn't want to be in that market right now. What's the effect on brand names on customers? Anyone know?
They can distinguish products and instantly know.
Oh, you do? Instantly.
Yeah.
Which one's the Burberry bag then? One's
I'm not a
probably
girl.
about 800.
One of the